Hello everyone. Today we will learn about Database Management System DBMS. Before coming to Database Management System, first we need to learn about some terms related to Database Management System. The first one is data. Data can be defined as unarranged raw facts. Now, what is a database? A database can be defined as a collection of organized information in such a way that user can retrieve data quickly. For example, consider the name, address, telephone number of the relatives that you may have stored. This collection of related data is known as database. Now, let us come to database management system. It is a set of programs that enable users to define, create, and maintain the database and provides control access to this database. DBMS provides a way to store and retrieve database information that is both conventional and efficient. That is both convenient and efficient. Next topic is components of database management system. Database management system mainly consists of three components: database administrator, application programmer, and user. Database administrator is the person who manages whole database system. Application programmer is the person who makes the applications that we used in the database. Next is the user who uses the services provided by the database. Next topic is advantages of database management system. The first one is data redundancy. Since the whole data resides in one central database, the various programs in the application can access data in different data files. Hence, data present in one file need not be duplicated in another. Next is data consistency. Reduced data redundancy leads to better data consistency. Next is data integration. It means that the data contained in the accurate and consistent. Moreover, the function in the DBMS can be used to enforce the integrity rules with minimum programming in the application programs. Data sharing. The data stored in the database can be shared among multiple users or application programs. Data security. Data is of vital importance to an organization or may be confidential. Such confidential data must not be accessed by unauthorized persons. Enforcement of standards. Enforcing standards in the organization and structure of data files is required and also easy in a database system, since it is one single set of program which is always interacting with the data files. Next topic is database models. Data model can be defined as an integrated collection of concepts for describing and manipulating data, relationship between data, and constraints on the data in an organization. The three data models that are used for database management system are hierarchical data model, network data model, and relational data model. Next topic is hierarchical data model. Hierarchical data model. In this model, different records are interrelated through hierarchical or tree-like structure. Data is represented by collection of records connected to one another through links. Next topic is network data model. In this model, data is represented by records and relationship among data are represented by links. That is, records are physically linked through linked list. Next topic is relational data model. Unlike the hierarchical and network models, there are no physical links. All data is maintained in the form of tables, consisting of rows and columns. Data in two tables is related through common columns and not physical links. Next topic is terminologies of database. First one is relation. A relation is a table with columns and rows, which represent the data item and relationship among them. Domain. A domain is a collection of all possible values from which the values for a given column or an attribute is drawn. Attributes. The heading columns of a table relation are known as attributes. Each attribute of a table has a distinct name. Tuples. The rows in a relation are known as tuples. Each row or tuples have a set of permitted values for its attributes. Cardinality. The number of tuples in a relation is the cardinality of that relation, that is, the number of rows in a table. Next is degree. The number of attributes in a relation is the degree of that relation, that is, the number of columns in a table is the table. Next is primary key. An attribute or a combination of attributes that uniquely defines each tuple in a relation is known as primary key. A relation can have only one primary key. Foreign key. A unique key that is used to join two or more tables. A column or a combination of columns whose values are derived from primary key of some other table is called the foreign key of the table in which it is contained. Candidate key. A set of one or more minimal attributes used to uniquely identify a tuple in the relation and which can act as primary key is known as candidate key. A relation can have multiple candidate keys. Alternate key. Candidate keys that are not chosen as primary key are alternate keys. View. A view is a virtual table whose contents are taken from other tables depending upon a condition. Next topic is normalization. Database normalization is a technique of organizing the data in the database. Normalization is a systematic approach of decomposing tables to eliminate data redundancy and undesirable characteristics that insertion, update, and deletion anomalies. It is a multi-step process that puts data into tabular form by removing duplicated data from the relation tables. Normalization is used for mainly two purposes: eliminating the redundancy, ensuring data dependencies make sense, that is, data is logically stored. Normalization is further categorized into three types: first normal form, second normal form, and third normal form. Now let us study each one of them one by one. First normal form. This rule states that no two rows of data must contain repeating group of information. That is, each set of column must have a unique value such that multiple columns cannot be used to fetch the same row. Each table should be organized into rows and each row should have a primary key that distinguishes it is unique. First normal form rules are: each table cell should contain single value. Its record needs to be unique. Next, data redundancy increases using the first normal form as there will be many columns with same data in multiple rows, but each row as a whole will be unique. To deal with this, the need for further normalization of the table arises in the form of second normal form. In second normal form, we should divide our first normal form table into two tables. Next is third normal form. The third normal form applies that every non-prime attribute of a table must be dependent on primary key, or we can say that all the non-key fields of the table are independent of all other non-key fields of the table. To move second normal form table into third normal form table, we again need to divide our table as follows. Third normal form rules. The table should be in second normal form. The table should have transitive functional dependencies. That is, every single value should be independent of itself and do not depend on other values. Next topic is software used for creating database. First one is Oracle. Oracle offers a comprehensive and fully integrated stack of cloud applications and platform services. Larry Ellison and his two friends and former co-workers, Bob Miner and Ed Oates, started a consultancy called Software Development Laboratories in 1977. Next is IBM DB2, contains database server products developed by IBM. These products all support the relational model, but in recent years, some products have been extended to support object relational features and non-relational structures like JSON and XML. The company was formed in 1979 in Brentwood, California, as a collaboration between researchers at Caltech and Citibank's Advanced Technology Group. The company was acquired by NCR Corporation in 1991 and subsequently spun off again as an independent public company on October 1, 2007. Its name was combined of the name of the co-founder, Michael Whitney's daughter, and SQL, the abbreviation for Structured Query Language. The current version in Microsoft SQL Server 2016, released June 1, 2016. SQL Server 2016 is supported on x64 processors only, developed by Microsoft. Firebird is an open source SQL relational database management system that runs on Linux, Microsoft Windows, Mac OS, and variety of Unix. The database forked from Borland's open source edition of Interbase in 2000, but since Firebird 1.5, the code has been largely rewritten. Next is Microsoft Access. Microsoft Access is a database management system from Microsoft that contains the relational Microsoft Jet database engine with a graphical user interface and software development tools. It is a member of the Microsoft Office suite of applications included in the professional and higher editions or sold out separately. In this chapter, we will be discussing about Microsoft Access.